Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about breath. Now, I know you've heard sometime throughout your life for somebody to say, calm down and take a breath. That's good advice because it gives you a moment to pause and process before you do something reactionary. I think the better advice would be to take 6 deep breaths. There have been some studies that show a minimum of 6 controlled breaths can get a physiological change out of your body and make you feel better. So this is your superpower. It's available to you whenever you need it. You don't need a special room. You don't need a special pose. You don't need any incense, and there's no yoga pants required. However, there may be a couple of guidelines that I'd like for you to follow, and I'll explain why. Now, I know there's many different techniques of breath work that can do different things for your body and mind. However, I just want us to take 6 deep, controlled breaths. I don't care if they're a belly breath. I don't care if they're a chest breath. I just have a couple of things that I want to ask you to do. And that is to sit up a little bit straighter than what you normally do. I'm not asking you to sit up really rigid. I just want you to sit up a little bit taller than you usually do. You can brace yourself however you need to brace yourself. And then we're going to, the reason that I'm asking that is because if you round forward, you squeeze your diaphragm between the viscera of your belly, and your lungs and heart are pushing down on the diaphragm, so it's unable to move to its best efficiency. Plus your rib cage is rolling in and getting tighter, so it's constricting your lungs, squeezing your lungs, pushing down on your heart. The diaphragm is pushed down in your stomach and your intestines, your spleen, your liver. That could be problematic. So if you would just sit up, you can open your chest a little bit better and get a better breath. And we're also going to be breathing through our nose if you can. We're going to intake air through the nose and exhale through the nose. If you're unable to, maybe you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. However, the reason I ask you to do the nose breathing is to stay in your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest digest. If you breathe through your nose, that gives the body the signal that you are calm. If you breathe through your mouth, you give the impression to your body that you have just went through stress, you have just went through a scare, you've just exerted yourself physically, or you have just finished defending or fighting or fleeing. So that's the reason I ask us to stay within the nose breath. That way we can trigger our parasympathetic nervous system, which will allow the body to relax. Now, I'll be using an application for this. It's called Resonant Breath. You can download it from your app store. However, this one has 2 tones, 1 tone for an inhale, 1 tone for an exhale. This particular program, Resonant Breathing, it has different breath patterns. We got the 50-50, so it's an equal inhale, equal exhale. And then we have the 40-60, which is this longer exhale, the 30-70, and the 20-80. We're going to be on the 40-60. That way we can start making a little bit more room in our chest. So I know this isn't how the lungs work, but if you could imagine as you're breathing, you're not taking in a full breath and you have some stagnant air sitting in the bottom of your lungs. Say a third of your lungs is just air that's not moving. So if we were to take time to exhale it all out, we'd have much more room. We'd get a big chest full of breath, fresh air. So we're going to run through this. We're going to do 6 breaths. I'm going to start this. It's going to start a tone with an inhale, where it's going to be a quicker inhale. And a longer controlled exhale. So we're going to start this, and we're going to do 6 breaths. Last breath. Full exhale. That's it. 6 deep breaths. How do you feel? Does your body feel any different? Does your head feel a little lighter? Do you feel a little bit more energy flowing through your body as you're prepared to do something? You can do that anytime during the day, morning, noon, night, whatever. Whenever you might feel drained or down, or something is, you just feel tired, you can do 6 deep breaths and get that quick little recharge. It's your superpower. It'll make a world of difference in your life. Put it into practice. 6 deep, controlled breaths. See you next week, movers. Don't forget to subscribe, or feel free to leave a comment or question below, and we can have a dialogue. Enjoy your evening.